Hello wonderful people, it is certain that you often need to convince a person or group of people with a certain idea. It could be working in the field of sales and marketing, so, in addition to the traditional means, you must be convincing to sell your product or service. You also need the mask in your relationship with your partner, your parents, or anyone with whom you have an emotional relationship. Robert Locke, who specializes in improving relationships and mental health, offers us some psychological tricks that you should keep in mind when you want to be more persuasive. Apply them yourself and tell us the results in the comments space, and do not forget to download the book, The Art of Persuasion, by Harry Mills. 1. Use your emotional intelligence. Not many people realize that emotion has a great innate ability to understand others and discover what they really want. It is a powerful tool of persuasion. The mind does not always take control. Martin Luther King Jr. and his writer, Clarence Jones, were well aware of this. His speeches were rationality, wisdom, anger, hope and motivation. Think only of the emotions he aroused when he said, "A land scorching with the heat of persecution can be turned into an oasis of freedom and justice." In normal cases, you will be able to demonstrate your social awareness by being aware of the feelings of the people you are dealing with. This helps you empathize with them and shows you their weaknesses that you will use later on in a positive way. It will also help you build stronger bonds with them, so the process of persuasion will become a breeze. 2. Use body language. Albert Mehrabian is a professor and researcher in psychology at the University of California, where he has done a lot of research on nonverbal communication. His work shows that when words fail to persuade, body language inevitably wins and is the most effective method of communication. This is why it is so important to pay attention to the way we stand, sit or talk. 3. Contact others face to face. It may be ineffective to make a phone call or send a text message to request something specific from someone. When it comes to persuasion, nothing beats face-to-face communication. Next time, invite the person somewhere and talk to them instead of using the phone. This ploy is also effective in the field of politics, as the leader or candidate for any government position is more persuasive to people when he addresses them directly in public squares. 4. Use the power of your touch. There are a lot of studies on the power of touch. And here we mean the art of unobtrusive or excessive touch. These studies have proven time and time again that the power of touch puts a person in a better mood and feels pain, as well as making them more open to requests and suggestions from their addressees. But although some cultural and religious customs may view it as interference or aggression, the art of touch is one of the most effective tricks to influence others. 5. Be a good listener. Persuasive people aren't great talkers, they are great listeners. Good listening pays off almost every time. Why? If you want to persuade, you need to accept your idea first before pitching it. Then, you need to know if there are any obstacles, objections, or doubts that could hinder the persuasion process. This will make you in a stronger position, as listening helps to sort and analyze information before speaking, so persuasion will not be difficult. 6. You know how fast I can talk. In a fascinating study by the University of Michigan, researchers found that rate of speech upon persuasion was a very important, but often neglected, factor. Speaking rates were measured in many telephone calls. The optimum speed was about 3.5 words per second. Speech was very quickly seen as a more lively and exciting thing, especially in the field of marketing and sales. Speaking too slowly gives the impression that the speaker is too pedantic or less intelligent. 7. Be flexible. If you are trying to get someone to do something, adopt an idea, or buy from you, you should be aware of the huge benefits that flexibility can bring. The lesson you can learn here is to use the necessary flexibility when you engage in the persuasion process. Being open and never dogmatic, people often resent people who are rigid and intolerant of their ideas. If you liked the article or wanted to add some tricks and persuasion skills, share them with us in the comments.